What it do, homies? We are with some more Zip Fire. This time we are checking out aura forming must be stopped. And I already know that Sun Jin Woo, Piccolo. I'm trying to think of some other people that just aura form without even having to worry about it. I already know they're gonna be featured in here countless of times. Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up.
Aura, a word that has taken over the internet
Piccolo.
by storm. Its textbook definition meaning the distinctive atmosphere or quality that seems to surround and be generated by a person, thing, or place. Now, this word has permeated since the dawn of time. We just call it something else now. 10 years ago, aura
Swag.
was just swag. 50 years ago, it was radical. Yeah, I know. Them niggas was corny. Now, aura farming has been existing since the beginning of time. We can take it back to the holy text. Samson was able to do anything physically known to man as long as he had a fresh retwist while stepping out the house. If the Bible itself is telling you that a fresh fade equals not only woman, but unnatural strength, all that means is aura farming is something built in our DNA. Even the Son of God himself. Like, yes, my savior. We see the fit. Relax. My dog was really walking on water just to show off, talking about some, you of little faith, do you not see the Jerusalem fives? It's like, nah, this really existed since the beginning of time. But ever since this term has become big online, it has come to the point where every time I open my eyes, I'm seeing 50 different examples. Boy, if you don't get, you go to a funeral, aura farming. You look at animals, they aura farming. We can take it all the way back to the Bible again. When God would show himself, he was aura farming.
So what we need to do is what do you call that word? It's like one of them things where I guess it can happen with anything. Trends generally die and everything. But the interesting thing about this trend is that it just evolved, right? It's simply not going to be dying. 20 years from now, it's going to be called something else and everything. But it gets to that point to where something is silly, but you say it enough and you do it so many times to where now you kind of think that it actually is hard. Like reverse psychology or something. There's a specific word I'm looking for. I was just saying it the other day. Y'all let me know.
And as you can clearly see, it's really not something that's going to be stopped anytime soon as much as I would want it to be. But in order for me to get into the real meat of the video, I have to properly define what aura farming is. Because like most slang that blows up on the internet, once it hits a certain audience, the term just starts getting used blatantly wrong. Like what you guys did to the word crash out, I will never forgive y'all for that. Snow Bunny is now being misused to death. Don't even get me started on TS. I can't even spell this anymore without somebody saying holy essay. Nigga, I'll end you. So this video, I kind of want to talk about all the different types of aura in the least corny way possible. I feel like a dork just saying the word aura. I asked you guys on both my YouTube and on my Discord, what is some of y'all's favorite aura farming moments? And a lot of you guys gave me some really good ones. I'm gonna flash a few on the screen right here. But there was some of y'all
Gus Fring for sure.
Did not know the difference between aura farming and actual aura. Aura is natural.
Not trying.
Aura is a state of being.
Oh, you know what, man? I looked down here and I saw that he is using right here this Future song. So, you know, I might have to mute this or whatnot, or I don't know. He's talking over it. So just want to let y'all know I might have to kind of cut this part out. Hopefully it ain't playing for that long.
You don't have to force it. Everything you do is just that cool. When I see Allen Iverson walk on the court with the snazziest fit I ever seen, that's aura. He had white boys wearing cornrows just to be like him. When I see Aizen stop a full power strike from the main character, stopping his own theme music, that's aura. When Kendrick Lamar makes J. Cole drop out the rap beef solely because of his presence, that's aura. Grown men will use the word aura just to disguise the fact that they're glazing you. You could have such strong aura one time, niggas will gas you 4 presidential terms later. Aura is as natural as the smell of a Twitch streamer. No deodorant in sight, that's how they step out the house. That's what aura is. It's as natural as aroma. Aura farming.
Today is not the day I die.
Is forcing that natural aroma to look cool in situations where there is no need. And I know we mainly talk about this when it comes to anime, but I promise you, it's so much more common than you think.
All right, hold on. There's another definition, right? So he has a point here. Like aura is natural. But the interesting thing about aura farming, right, is that you could also not intentionally aura form, right? I think the people that kind of fall into this are the people who did not have aura, but then all of a sudden had a little bit of aura, but it wasn't quite just there. But they weren't really trying, right? They just basically trying to improve themselves for their own sake, not even think about a person who ain't even heard the word of aura. I think that's a positive way of aura forming outside of somebody that's like really, really trying. That's more of a aura try harder, aura try hard. So I think there's another definition of aura forming here as well.
It's so common, you probably aura farm too, even if you don't know it yet. If you're the type to buy a MacBook and then start doing work anywhere but your house, bro, you're not a vibe, nigga. You aura farming. If you're the type nigga to start capping once the shorties pull up, buddy, how do I tell you? Aura farming. If you were one of the lame niggas in middle school on Snapchat being like, logging off, nobody hit me up, only real ones know why. Shut your lame ass up, nigga. You was aura farming.
That's
like you was really only posting
edgy.
this to get attention, trying to seem nonchalant. Man, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. All this is aura farming. And there's honestly so much more just... Yeah, bro. Too many examples. Aura farming, I think, is an epidemic that cannot be stopped. If we take it back a few centuries, even getting sick would expose you to aura farming. Only for the doctor to come in looking like this. Y'all been aura farming since before cameras. And the funniest thing about this to me, I'd say around 70% of the time, you cannot be a successful aura farmer. If you don't already have aura, you're trying to gain something that you don't have. Like a lot of people mention Piccolo and Vegeta, one of the two biggest aura farmers in anime. Piccolo's introductory arc, he was in the background of every single fight to make sure people will see the fits. It's even in the manga. And the thing about all this aura farming, it ends in failure. When have you ever seen these niggas hit a cold intro and they actually did something to warrant that introduction? Never. They generate all that hype.
All right, so if we just going off introduction, you know what I mean? All right, you chose your words carefully here because you could technically say that Majin Vegeta was 100% aura farming right before he decided to explode himself, and thus he achieved something of significance. Well, significance. It was a significant sacrifice, right? It didn't do anything, but the music that was playing, bro was sitting there smiling into the sun with the energy particles going all around his face and everything. It was a heartfelt moment and everything, but you could call that aura farming. I would put that up there, right? But it wasn't much of an introduction or whatnot. But I'd give Vegeta that. That's the only time I could really think of him actually doing something.
Whole time it's
turn him into power too, maybe.
I knew it. John Morant. He was aura farming in front of the female producers. Now look at him.
I'm fine on the rest. Big fella!
And don't even get me started on every nigga from Naruto.
Pages I can't read of though.
Weird. Buddy. You're weird.
I'm telling you, every nigga got a pull-up for literally no reason. I real life don't know what's up with them. Now there is times where someone will just have aura and aura farm on top of it just so they can look even cooler. Like Gus Fring is already the coldest person in all of Breaking Bad, but he is a habitual aura farmer. This man really had half his face get blown off and he still walked out the room to fix his suit. I already brought up Killua, but I'm gonna bring him up again. Why are you standing on top of a horse?
Why not?
He already got the most aura in this entire show, yet he's still aura farming for more. How greedy! Have some manners, bruv. Jim was one of the
I feel like this was one of them things where they just needed to constantly remind us that he was an assassin of just utmost control. Like this was a constant reminder. I don't know if maybe it's because of just a part of the story of because of the family that he was. They needed to remind us time and time again to kind of really nail his personality, but it did get a little bit silly at times.
most popular aura farmers out right now, but me personally, he got the most artificial aura of all time. It's fake like a BBL. Like, damn, why Emma Frost carrying all that Jinwoo? Like, if you want my explanation on Thanos, just watch any of my Avengers videos. I've been talking about his aura since 2023. I've spoken ad nauseum about the coldest superhero of all time. Yeah, buddy, that's a classic right there. And I can still keep going with people who already have aura and be aura farming on top of it for no reason. Darth Vader has aura so strong, his breathing is iconic. But when he pulled up against a G League rebel group, he pulls up like this.
You did not need to do
This
that.
nigga had no reason to stand in the dark for who knows how long and then put his lightsaber on. These are niggas you could wipe out in 2 seconds. Are you serious? And when he sends them running with their tail between their legs, you see Darth Vader on their own ship. Aura farming again. This nigga actually can't be serious. I can't talk about Aura without talking.
Yeah, man. I think it's just the dark side. You know what I mean? Like, you know, during this period, they were trying to get back on top and everything, and they needed some style points or something like that. But bro stopped his whole breath, right? He stopped everything. Bro held his breath and everything. I mean, you got to really think about how much thought that Anakin put into that right there. He 100% did not need to do that. He could just bum rushed everybody.
Talking about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was the epitome of aura. We all know this. He was selling out shows before internet was even available. He had all the aura anyone in existence would want to ask for, yet he would still aura farm on top of it. He's probably the worst one in existence too, because I want to explain this entire sequence to y'all. This man would start his shows by jumping out the ground. I don't even want to know who he's feeling like. And the whole crowd would just lose it. You got niggas passing out, catching seizures. I swear I saw a nigga get vaporized. And you know, this is the Super Bowl. This is a show that is only supposed to last 10 minutes. People paid to see MJ for only 10 minutes. But not only does he spend 2 out of the 10 just standing there showing the fit. You want to know what he does next? He spends another 3 minutes.
Iconic though.
Just to remove his glasses.
No, iconic though. But I like how you worded that. You said that they paid to see Michael Jackson. I guess ain't nobody want to watch that Super Bowl game, bro. This is a Super Bowl, right? Ain't nobody want to watch that game, bro. We all came Michael Jackson. That's crazy. I mean, but it's Michael Jackson, though. Come on now. It won't matter who in the Super Bowl. Michael Jackson. Come on.
And there is so much more I could talk about. Y'all left 1,000 comments on my YouTube post and over 100 messages in the Discord. There's people I haven't even got to mention, like Sonic, one of the most underrated aura farmers in my opinion. The first episode of Sonic X, he's racing the fastest cars on the planet and doing them like...
Sonic X is goated. Childhood TV show right here for me.
Yeah, that's my goat. Didn't even talk about the Batman. He would leave mid-conversation just to conserve aura. Grown man, by the way. This nigga is 40 trying to conserve some aura, man, dog. You corny! The WWE got every form of aura known to man. There's just too much to talk about. But there's one type of aura farming that I want to end the video off with, and that's aura lobbing. Aura lobbing is someone else putting themselves in a position to give you more aura. One of the biggest examples of aura lobbing I see today is Shay.
I get to the rim on anybody. Let's go. Relax.
The way his teammates sets him up to get any and all type of aura actually needs to be studied. Like, I gotta show respect to his teammates. They are willing to embarrass themselves to give Shay as much aura as possible. Like, look at this. They are that serious about their job, and it somehow works. Everyone be saying Shay got mad aura. For what? Nothing. And we could take it back to Naruto, because Naruto got every form of aura lobbing in the book.
Stay on your toes. This guy was made chief of Envoy Black Ops when he was only 13.
All right, he's tough. We get it.
Tough? You haven't seen half of what he can do.
Like, there is no way you just gave Itachi that much sauce for free. That gotta be illegal or something.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait. All right, so we got to make a distinction between aura lobbing and glazing. Because that could also be described as glaze. Is there a difference?
Nigga, like my brother, ain't that your up? Like, goddamn, Kakashi, shut boing boing, get the D out your mouth. And one of my personal favorites is Vegeta's cosign to Trunks. He was really like, allow me to introduce you to my son. I promise you, once I get a child, I'm only introducing him like this. And don't even get me started on Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. They know what they was doing. But all in all, I just wanted a fun video to talk about this term. I'm trying to go 3 videos a month from this point forward. Hopefully I can reach my goal. I appreciate y'all so much for watching. Tap into the Discord so you know next time I need y'all to recommend me some scenes.
No, hold on. You might have just been cooking, right? I got a 5-year-old son. Oh man. No, see, I won't downplay any father trying to uplift their kid. You know what I mean? It's your son, right? I don't mind that. I want my son to have some aura, even if he don't have aura. I'm gonna be his #1 supporter unless he does some stupid, dumb stuff. You know what I mean? That sounds tight. I might just do that. And I'm a silly dude, you know what I'm saying? I know how cringy it is. I'm going to do it anyways. You know what I mean? I'm going to embrace the cringe. Just wait till I get in a situation. Allow me to introduce my son. That's amazing. Anyways, y'all let me know some of your top aura forming or lobbying / glaze moments in anime or anywhere down in the comments. Dave's out.